leaders in the world, but a lot of them forget what it means to be a leader. You are meant to be an example to the people you are meant to lead, whether it's a country, whether it's an army, whether it's a workplace. You are meant to inspire people to be better. And a lot of people forget that, because once you get to that level, once you get to the top ranks of whatever, you forget that you were once down below it all, in the dirt, in the ditches, in the lowest part of the food chain, because you didn't know what you were getting yourself into. You didn't know how to do what you were doing. You were still learning. And a lot of leaders forget that, and they put themselves on this pedestal above everybody else, because they forget that they were once down there. They forget that they were once that person who was afraid to be anything, because you didn't have the skills, you didn't have the know-how that you do now. So they put themselves on this pedestal and look down upon everybody below them, anybody who's not doing good, anyone who's not higher than the rest, people who are busting their ass but still not doing it just right. They'll sit here and downplay them, insult them, talk behind their back. They'll let others hear them, so that the ones they're supposed to be leading are also looking at these people like, whoa, they're terrible. Don't be a part of them. Just, don't make it's not how it's supposed to be. A leader does not stand by that and let everyone under their guidance insult others under their guidance. They're all under your protection. They're all under your care. You're supposed to look out for each and every one of them. No matter how good or bad, you're supposed to be there to inspire them, to get down in the ditches, get your hands dirty, and find a way to help them grow. That is what a true leader does. A true leader does not look at someone who goes against the grain, who refuses to accept this, to accept the fact that we're gonna alienate these people because they're not growing, and say they're the bad guy because they're trying to help them, they're standing up for them, they're the bad guy, they're being the asshole. No, a leader stands by that. A leader needs to know their people, needs to know their strengths and weaknesses. And they need to know how to make it work for them. You have to learn your people. You have to know your people. A leader cannot lead if all you see is the bad and you don't try to talk to them and understand them and let them know, listen, okay, you're not doing your best, but we're going to find a way to help you. Because that's what it's not even just being a leader. It's being a leader is about being a good person, aspiring to be someone great, but not having the arrogance to say, I'm better than you. That's what a real leader is. A real leader isn't someone who complains about, oh, I'm not getting this, but I'm in this leader position. I should get this power. I should get this pay. I should get this. No. A leader goes, okay, I got here. How can I help others reach this level? How can I help other people get to this? Get to what I've learned, what I've become. That is what a true leader does. And yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it's going to test your patience, because not everybody wants to learn. Not everyone wants to grow. And some people learn so slowly that you have to hold their hand for a while. Just like pushing your kid on a bike. They have to have those training wheels. Some need them a lot longer than others. Some don't need them long at all. But you have to keep those training wheels on until they get the handle on themselves, and you can just push them and let them be free. Your job as a leader isn't meant to simply lead sheep. It's meant to, it's like instead of like a shepherd and its flock, it's more like a gardener and what he's growing. You're meant to help them grow into something beautiful. You're meant to help them, cultivate them, weed out the weeds, help them grow, water them, make sure they can grow into the best example of themselves that they can be. Not lead them all into one area, because we're all unique. And leaders forget that. Leaders think, oh, well, this is the way it has to be. So if you can't learn this way, or you can't follow these rules, you can't follow these laws, then obviously there's something wrong. No. I'm sorry. A leader has to be passionate about what they're leading, about what they're an example of. And you have to share that example with everybody, with everyone under your flock, no matter how difficult, no matter everyone under your wing. You have to share that passion with them. If you can't do that, then you're not meant to lead. You're not a leader. You're just someone in a leadership position. There are many great leaders in the world, but there's not many left.